This is The National, an inside look into Agri.
Yeah, sure, you might as well go to the source of all the really truthful things, the facts, as they say.
Are the boys of Agri teachers, farmers, or musicians?
That is yet a good question, but I believe that all things yet they work together for the good.
Well, that is a question that we have been debating among ourselves a fair bit. We work as teachers, there's no doubt about that. We want to be farmers, and there's no doubt about that too. But then with all the rain lately, we go back to being teachers again.
Well, what I really am is I teach the farmers how to perform. That's my strength. I've had a lot of experience with the cows, and it seems to lend itself to this area, yes.
So we can be all of these things yet together. Farmers, musicians, and teachers, yeah, a little bit. A little bit teachers, but mostly the farmers and the musicians. It works together better when you're on the tractor. You can practice your singing. When you are in front of the school kids, they are so judgmental, so they don't like the music singing that we do, and that's okay. That's not our, farming and musicianing mostly.
You sound a little Italian all of a sudden.
Well, mostly then I guess we're teachers, if you look at the paychecks.
Who would you say is the musical genius behind Agri?
Well, that is clearly Dwayne Schott, because you can get him any instrument, and he can play anything almost right away with no notes at all.
Well, if you have to ask that question, it seems to me that you've just not been listening.
I'm gonna have to bleep that up.
That would have to be Carrie Ends for sure. You know, he's got kind of a quiet guy living in the back there. He doesn't say much, but boy, can he pluck at a bass, boy.
Every famous band these days seems to have what the media calls eye candy. Who fills this role in Agri?
Carrie Ends.
Again.
Have you seen him? I mean, sheesh.
Well, I've never been accused of being a proud man, but you know, I have to say that as far as eye candy goes, there is more of me than anybody else.
Some people like the tall, thin ones.
That's a sexy mama.
Or shall we say, I think we use the French word, the petite, the small ones. That's like the French from over there in L'Atelier.
Is there any truth to the rumors of Agri breaking up?
Did I do something wrong? I mean, I work all year for this gig.
Well, when you're like us and you're hardly together in the first place, then breaking up really is not much of a change at all, and maybe by next year we'll be back again.
Oh, the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. I say, blessed be the name of the Lord.
What genre of music does Agri stuff fit into?
Well, we have always been a bit of an alternative country rock band.
Well, I've heard some say it's just, kind of meditative horse puckies.
But sometimes we slip more into the alternative part.
More into the honky-tonk, hard rock kind of notch there.
And other times we slide back to country.
It's kind of gentle pop, gentleman's pop.
But then we go back to alternative again.
Music for you and a loved one.
How do you deal with the star or celebrity status in small-town Altona?
Well, first of all, I was using the pitchfork. I was walking around with the pitchfork, and I was, if someone would get too close, just a little poke. But that sometimes they can still come fairly close with that. So now I walk around with the shotgun.
What I usually do when I go out in public is I try to dress like a teacher.
I mean, I don't mean to brag. People do notice me in the overalls when I walk down the street. I mean, I think I'm pretty good. So I'm handling it pretty good, I think. Better than most, not better than Carrie.
You know, not actually to kill someone.
Some bands make odd requests in their contracts, like Rihanna demanding that there be cheese doodles in her dressing room.
I like it to smell like home, so I'm hoping that every time we have a little, we can bring along if need be, but they should have farms nearby that could have little pile of, manure.
And one of the things that we are very fussy about as Agri 4, and I say that word knowing that I would like it to be Agri 5 and yet it is still Agri 4, is that we always are asking for enough extension cords.
Just one that I can know of. We need to have a nice grease pig in the back.
And the floor in the dressing room.
A case of the WD-40 for the instruments.
The smell is so powerful, I feel then that I can play.
Pepsi and Ravels.
And we are forever looking for extension cords, so we have to go out to the car then, and we find the blue one in the trunk, and the blue one is not the one that looks professional, and yet we still use the blue one because we don't have enough extension cords from the venue.
Shelled sunflower seeds for all band.
Fresh pack of farmer varsht.
Now this should be interesting. Words of wisdom for the graduates of 2010.
When you're walking in your pasture, always look down.
Just always remember to keep your fork in the hay.
May your F-150 always be full of gas, and watch your own gas.
Did you know that chickens like to eat their own eggs?
To a land where George will never